Hello and welcome to this pre-QRCA event interview. It's fantastic to have Susan Abbot here with me. Susan, thank you so much for joining me today. Can you first of all tell us about yourself and also about what your position within the QRCA is with this conference coming up in New Orleans?
Oh, always a pleasure to talk to you, Jack. Thanks for inviting me. So I'm a former board member of QRCA, and I'm currently on the speaker committee for the upcoming New Orleans conference, and I'll tell you about that in a little bit. And I'm a qualie, of course. I live in Toronto, Canada, and my whole practice is qualitative.
You're here today to tell me a little bit about the speaker lineup, I believe. So do you want to fire into that and tell us what we can?
Yeah, well, the first thing I want to tell you is we had so many amazing proposals. So I'm here to give you the top 10 faves of sessions of why you need to be there.
Please, go ahead.
Okay, so they're all good. Here are some of my faves. So number 10 is there's immersion sessions this year. So these are 90-minute sessions with multiple speakers. You don't have to stay for the whole thing. You know, people don't have to stay for the whole thing. But it's going to allow people to go a bit deeper on a topic. For example, one of them is about adapting to the changing landscape of qualitative. And, you know, we're always talking about that. A second one is building your business. Awesome topic. Everybody cares about that. Third one is multicultural topics, which I think is going to be fascinating. You know, there's three very different presentations. So that's number 10. Number 9 is there's going to be some excellent sessions on visual presentations. Lauren St. George, who many people recognize, is very good at this. She's going to be talking about visuals, and you know, it's the age of infographics. What's what we all need to think about.
Absolutely.
Okay, number 8, Ilka Kuhagen. You know Ilka.
We all know Ilka.
Good presenter. She has been experimenting with online and mobile ideation methods. It might even be your guys' platform, actually.
I believe it is.
She's got some dynamic new methods to discuss, and she's going to be able to show some case studies. And I think it's very interesting because we're all interested in mobile tools, and she's kind of pushed that out. And she's got some kind of mini communities, some very interesting things. I think the session's going to be a good one to see. And number 7, Stephen Heffernan is going to be talking about the central research question, which sounded a little vague to me, but we all know every project needs clear objectives. And his session is basically how you get them, how you get there, how you write them, and you know how they can be a focus for the project. And you know, even just I'm his liaison, so I got a chance to look through his presentation, and it helped me. And I've been at the business for a long time. Anybody who's new to it, newer, I think. Well, we all know what a nightmare it is when the objectives aren't clear. We all need clear objectives, and it's a very nice methodology he's got. Number 6, Martha Goodry is going to be talking about building your business. Now, Martha is always a very dynamic speaker. She's a successful author, she speaks, she's a successful researcher, and she's a very successful business person. So I think that's going to be an excellent session, and I'm looking forward to that one. Yeah, number 5, selfies. We've all heard about selfies. There's a presentation on selfies. Now, when I first heard about this, I thought, come on, seriously? Selfies? Huh? But John McNeil is going to deconstruct the selfie from an ethnographic perspective. And you know, I think it's going to be one of those sleeper presentations. It's a massive hit.
Actually,
don't go.
That sounds really good. Actually, you know, trivial at first, but you know, the selfies, they're everywhere now. So I look forward to that.
They are, and you know what? We want to use selfies now, don't we? In our work. Basically, absolutely. We're asking people for selfies. So I think it's a good idea. Number 4, Google Glass, which has been, you know, hyped to the nines, but Shaylee Batt, I hate her for this, she has a pair. She was one of the early people who got one. And she's going to be showing us the ropes of them. And, you know, I have to say Shaylee is always a great presenter, and a lot of her methodologies are really out there. And so I'm jealous, but I'm also curious, so that's one I am planning to go to. Number 3 reason to attend is Len Ferman, a speaker you might not have heard before, but he speaks a lot. And he's a corporate refugee who used to be in charge of innovation for a major U.S. bank. He's going to be talking about breakthrough innovation, giving us a bit of a supplier side perspective, and he is now a quality. So I can't get enough of that stuff. I love hearing those things and getting new ideas to take back to clients. I think the session is going to be great. Number 2, Ricardo Lopez. Have you heard Ricardo speak?
I haven't, no.
Oh, he's amazing. You would like Ricardo. Because he's going to be talking about using Adobe Creative Suite tools.
Mm.
And he is a self-admitted tech geek. He does awesome presentations. I actually am reluctant to put this on my top 10 list because I think the thing is going to be mobbed. So if you're going to go early, because I think it'll be a great session. It's going to be hands-on how to use tools.
No, I'm interested in that actually. I've just got my hands on Adobe myself, and it's like too much for me to kind of initially take in. So that's interesting to me.
Yeah, no, I know. I was looking at their website. It seems huge, but he's been using it, and he's a guy who actually loves free things. But he's really pushing that this is worth us all considering actually paying for. So that's a pretty strong recommendation. I'm interested. Okay, the number one reason you have to attend is listen to the title of this next one. Leave the gun, take the cannoli. Using trade-off analysis to strengthen qualitative analysis and reports. Leave the gun, take the cannoli? I mean...
It's clickbait. He's got me.
Exactly. So Thomas Rich, I think, the title's too good to be true, and trade-off analysis sounds kind of fun. So I haven't even mentioned superstars like Naomi Henderson, who's speaking. She's always worth the price of admission, all by herself. Deanna Manfredi, who spoke in Budapest. And she is a genuine expert on neuromarketing. She has excellent sessions. They are jammed with content, very worthwhile. There's stuff on communities. There's stuff from a journalist on using quotes more effectively. There's a thing on running naming clinics. There's stuff on projectives. So basically, I'm going to have to take my clone to this event because it's going to be very, very hard to choose.
I think that's jam-packed full of great content, it sounds like. It's actually quite timely because we just had an interview yesterday with Jay Zaltzman, and he was saying how these conferences can be quite overwhelming with information, and he gave us some tips on how to kind of structure and to make the best of it. So I think yours and his interviews go together nicely because it sounds like there's so much to choose from. But Susan, thank you so much for joining us today and telling us about your top 10. It sounds great. Can't wait to get there and dive into it, and can't wait to see yourself in New Orleans as well.
Likewise, and we'll be at the parties too.